try again. Hey guys, DB right here. First of all, big apology for my subscribers. It's been, been going through quite a few things and working hard on my graphic novel. I just sort of, forgot to do the videos, which reminds me this video is brought to you by the Sorrow graphic novel. You can check it out for free on Tapastic, or you can head to my store up on Lulu Self Publishing and start downloading the PDFs. Starting to release the chapters there. So it's a good option if you guys wish to support me and support my content a bit further. It's a pretty cool graphic novel. It's shaping up to be pretty cool, be an awesome story. But anyway, that's not why we're here today. We're here for What If Goku Was Like Broly Part 3. Now, as we know, for those who have been watching the parts, the events of Dragon Ball Minus pretty much start off the same, except that Goku has a similar potential of that of Broly, who he just managed to slip through the cracks somehow during when the newborn Saiyans get their power levels read. So he got off world, before Frieza ended up blowing up planet Vegeta. Now this led to Goku, or rather Kakarot in this timeline, landing on Earth and accidentally killing Grandpa Gohan thanks to his Berserker Super Saiyan-like power. We'll just call it that for now. I don't know the other terminology from Dragon Ball Super yet on what they call Broly's power, so we'll just call it Berserker for now. Unless someone in the comments can actually correct me. Anyway, and this led to a very different Pilaf saga, with Bulma searching for Dragon Balls on her own, and Goku basically just wandering the land. He accidentally took out the Ox King, when the Ox King mistaked him for a treasure hunter, and Goku defended himself, and being pushed a little harder than normal, his latent potential pretty much wiped out the Ox King in a similar fashion to Grandpa Gohan, and pretty much things played out from that point until Goku eventually arrived at the palace, looked up at the full moon, transformed into a great ape, and pretty much destroyed Pilaf's tower, and freed Yamcha, Bulma, and Oolong, who had just stopped the Emperor from using his wish to rule the world, and Pilaf and his minions Mai and Shu, of course, turning tail and running, just like in the original anime. And the only difference is Bulma, Yamcha, and that are not spotted by Goku, and Goku is just left rampaging for the night until he eventually wakes up, finds his way back to the palace, and pretty much raids Emperor Pilaf's fridge. Now Kakarot, I keep forgetting to say Kakarot. Now Kakarot does know his Saiyan heritage. He doesn't receive his bump on the noggin. He does know, he's fully aware that he is a Saiyan. Now, is he a bad guy? No. Keep in mind, because Dragon Ball Minus pretty much rewrites Goku's origins, he's not born evil. He wasn't sent to this world to blow it up. He was just sent there to survive. He does remember who his parents were, and he thinks about them a lot. Gine and Bardock. He doesn't have many memories of them because, pretty much not long after he was out of his nursing capsule, they pretty much sent him away. But he's always thinking about his last moments, especially with his mother, grabbing the ship, telling him never, don't forget about us, and his last words of his family. And, that sort of, that gets to him sometimes. And sometimes that sets off his latent potential, and, a nearby village might get destroyed occasionally. And this eventually led to him joining the World Martial Arts Tournament and doing significantly well. Now, as per your vote, the final match between him and Jackie Chun, or the disguised Roshi does not try and kill Kakarot. He does figure out that it was Kakarot who killed the Ox King and Grandpa Gohan, and destroyed the village, but upon seeing Kakarot's performance in the tournament, it's obvious that Kakarot cannot control his power and that his outbursts are accidents. So, after their fight, ending with Goku stepping out the ring during his Grade 8 transformation, and, Roshi blowing up the moon, transforming him back to normal, Roshi won by a ring out, and Kakarot spent a few months training with Roshi, meditation, doing the same sort of routine that Krillin and Goku did in the original, the whole delivering milk training and all that, trying to teach Goku just some bit of control of his power. And this gives him, Goku's basic power level, same old, as he heads into the Red Ribbon Army saga, but there is a chance that his latent potential will still leak out, but hopefully Goku will be able to regain control of himself. After all, being raised by Roshi is better than being raised by Paragus, of course, Broly's father, who raised him with electric shock treatments. So Goku or Kakarot is still being raised in a partially stable environment. And this led to the Red Ribbon Army saga going off differently. Goku's mission is sent on a mission to retrieve the Dragon Balls and pretty much undo all the damage he has done. So, pretty much find the Dragon Balls, wish back everyone that he's accidentally killed, so this could mean that Grandpa Gohan and the Ox King are brought back. And now Goku has not had his first meeting with Chi-Chi yet, but we're heading into that. So during the whole Colonel Silver Red Ribbon Army bit, Kakarot is introduced to Chi-Chi, trying to find the Dragon Balls. Chi-Chi did not meet Goku, so he has no idea it was actually him who killed the Ox King. But Kakarot does feel that he should be obliged to fess up. He confesses to Chi-Chi. But Chi-Chi and Kakarot sort of hit it off the way they do in the original, and Kakarot basically ensures that he is sorry it was an accident, and he is going to find the Dragon Balls and make this right. It is why he is here. And this actually leads to Chi-Chi being Kakarot's traveling companion. After all, she can fly the Nimbus, and as it turns out, Kakarot can still fly the Nimbus. Other than his latent potential going out, Kakarot's still a pretty pure of heart kind of character. All those times where he's done bad have been complete accidents. And with Chi-Chi being quite a pretty good supportive character in this timeline, it leads the whole search for the Dragon Balls going a lot more smoother. And and Chi-Chi can keep characters like Sano away from her would-be man. So yeah, a bit of comedy element there, and things pretty much carry on the same as in the Dragon Ball hunt, and the General Blue saga. The only difference is when we get up to Mercenary Tao, which is where Goku is truly firstly pushed by the Red Ribbon Army, goes significantly different. Let's put it this way: there's no rematch here. During the fight with Tao and Goku, their first fight pretty much going off pretty much the same, with Tao getting the best of Goku, at least until he pushes Goku to the point that his latent potential is unlocked, and Tao is completely obliterated by Kakarot's power. Luckily, Chi-Chi and Upa weren't taken out alongside Tao. Goku, Kakarot isn't losing sense of himself the same way Broly loses sense of himself. He's actually a lot better at maintaining his consciousness. But if Kakarot's not careful, his friends can be hurt accidentally in the crossfire. Kind of more like Naruto does in Nine-Tail transformation. In earlier Nine-Tail transformations, then it's more like that than than with, say, Broly, who's like a completely savage animal, loses complete sense of himself. But like his battle with Roshi, Kakarot pretty much simply learnt as he fought, and pretty much Tao just did not stand a chance after that point. And that pretty much leads to the entire Korin's tower thing being skipped over, because there was no need for Kakarot to really climb the tower. Although I suppose he probably still would climb the tower. Yeah, scratch that, he would climb the tower actually. He'd find it as a challenge. So yeah, Kakarot would meet Korin and have to take the water from him. Why not? They've got some time. They've already taken out Tao. And Goku would actually learn more from Korin. So yeah, we can't miss that opportunity. Learning to anticipate Korin would mean that Goku would be able to rely more on his own skills rather than relying on his potential. This would actually give him more discipline. And of course, this leads to Kakarot charging the Red Ribbon Army and pretty much decimating it like he does in the original. And but with a better twist, he's able to deal with Commander Black a lot more easily than he does in the original. And of course, this led to the gang, chasing after him. And they meet up, and they now have 6 of the Dragon Balls with the Fortune Teller Barber saga pretty much playing out exactly the same, except Goku does have a fight with Grandpa Gohan, who has been brought back. Basically, why is Grandpa Gohan coming back after this? He didn't raise the son. He didn't raise Kakarot at all, so why would he come back? Well, Grandpa Gohan pretty much wants to come back to assure the young man that what happened was not his fault. And basically, Grandpa Gohan is a nice guy, what can we say? He would have ended up raising this kid if it weren't for that accident. So this ended up with them having a bit of a fight and a showdown, and Gohan is just happy to see that Roshi's taking this boy under his wing, and that there haven't been really that many more incidents since then. But after the fight, Goku pretty much vows that with the 7th Dragon Ball, he could bring the Ox King back like he promised Chi-Chi, and of course bring back Upa's father, who was murdered by a mercenary Tao. Bit of a hard wish to formulate to the dragon, but as long as Kakarot words it correctly, I'm sure he can undo every bit of damage. And of course, with that, he secures the 7th ball. With Upa and Chi-Chi with him, he makes the 7th. He makes his wish to the Eternal Dragon. Eternal Dragon, by my name I summon you. Please restore all the damage that I have caused since my arrival, with the inclusion of the death of Upa's father. Because when you look at it technically, the Red Ribbon Army went after Goku because he was going after the Dragon Balls. So, in a way, Goku feels just as responsible for Upa's father's death as well as it being the Red Ribbon Army's fault. So the way he's worded it, not only has he brought back Upa's father this time around, he's brought back Chi-Chi's father like he promised, the Ox King, and he has brought back Grandpa Gohan. And well, with that, Roshi pretty much instructs his pupil to continue his training on his own, and we begin to head into the events of the next World Martial Arts Tournament. And I think that is actually where we're going to leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? Do you like this side of the story? It's been a while since I've done these, so I'm a bit rusty with my talking, so I apologise if I droned on a little bit. And, I'll be back for more What Ifs, and I sincerely hope you guys like this installment. And, if I've made any mistakes along the way, feel free to correct me in the comment threads, let's keep this discussion going. And I'll be back next time for more What If discussions. Alright. Catch you later.